The National Development Council plans to set up an agency to raise funds up to 10 billion NT dollars, which will be used to set up 3 sovereign wealth funds to develop so-called the 5+2 innovative industries, including green energy.
The government is striving to stimulate the economy. The latest initiative follows Singapore's example to set up sovereign wealth funds and companies to develop the 5+2 industries.
将来预定的目标大概总共是100亿，会分成3支基金。第一支大概是以这个智慧化为主。
The National Development Council plans to establish a preparatory office in May and begin to raise money to set up sovereign wealth funds. When the funds reach about 10 billion NT dollars, companies will be set up, but the government will keep no more than 40% of the stock holdings. Company operations will be guided by private enterprises.
这个大联盟的成员啦，包括了研华啦、华硕啦、宏基啦等等的一些相关企业哈，我们都会一一去拜访。
Some industry bosses look upon government-sponsored companies unfavorably. Usually, sovereign wealth funds must be owned entirely by the government and must not be subject to congressional oversight. For example, Singapore established the Temasek Holding Fund in 1974, which is subject to oversight from Singapore's Ministry of Finance. The fund invests in diversified industries, including telecommunication, airline, and financial companies. With over half of the capital coming from overseas, its total asset is estimated at more than 90 billion US dollars, which is about 8% of Singapore's GDP. The financial report for the fund does not occur annually as listed companies do. It was only released after the fund existed for 30 years.
它是拿国家的资源做一些战略性的投资。你如果投资的金额过高，你就要进立法院，变成一个国营事业，商业机密都被暴露了，你也做不了生意。
Scholars believe that for sovereign wealth funds, if the amount of capital is small, it cannot be effective. If the total funding amount is too high, it will be subject to legislative reviews. Otherwise, it may turn into another case of suspected fraud or corruption, such as the case involving Ong Chi-hui and the OBI Pharma Inc. Also, investment always comes with risks. To develop the 5+2 innovative industries, the funding required is much more than 10 billion NT dollars. The worst case is that the money will be spent but without positive returns. Once private companies back out, the funds will collapse.